Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Qur'an Girl, and I am super excited because it's been many years that I've wanted to do some kind of a YouTube video blog, and combining it with my passion of learning and reciting Qur'an seems to be the most amazing thing to start off. I'm not sure that I will be able to continue it for very long, but oh my gosh, I'm finally starting a YouTube blog. So, to get started, a little bit about myself. I am a Quran student. Alhamdulillah, I've been able to memorize Juz Amma and Surah Baqarah so far, thanks to my amazing teachers, supportive family, friends, alhamdulillah, many du'as, and hope to continue inshallah. And continue on with Surah Al Imran and go forward. So keep me in your du'as, guys. And then I also do tafsir classes and doing Tajweed classes too. So the reason that I decided to get started today is because I actually have an exam coming up, and it's going to be a cumulative on everything I've learned so far this year on Tajweed. I'm not sure I'm going to survive, but okay. So I thought making this video series is going to help me review and hopefully put something out there for people who are interested in taking Tajweed classes, starting at the basics. As a Quran student, I'm always looking for resources online for myself, and I've found some pretty good ones that I will share with you, and hopefully this will be one that will help you too. So hopefully, inshallah, this YouTube blog will continue and be a resource, inshallah, for me to review and to help you guys get started too. Alright, so what I have to do for my exam, for my cumulative, it starts with knowing what maharaj is. Now, when I was taught as a child, I just thought maharaj was pronunciation, and I was way wrong. Maharaj is in fact the articulation point. So there are all these different articulation points. Where is the sound of the letter coming from? And those are called the articulation point. And that is maharaj. That is the meaning of maharaj. It's articulation point. So that's number one. You can put that in your notes. The second thing is we're learning Tajweed because not only do we want to know how to pronounce it from the articulation point, but we also want to not make mistakes, right? So there's two different types of mistakes. There's lahan jelly, that's like jelly, like a jelly bean, and lahan khafi, alright? Lahan jelly is apparent. It's an apparent mistake. So if I say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, those of you that recite Qur'an are going to immediately correct me and say, no, it's Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You corrected me because I did a fatha instead of a kasra. That's a lahan jelly. Generally, even people without the knowledge of Tajweed are able to point out lahan jelly. Lahan khafi is the other type of mistake. Now, this error is known by those who have done Tajweed rules. So, for example, if I say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Could you catch anything? I'll say it again. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Right, you may not have caught that, right? It's supposed to be Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, right? So that would be an example of lahan khafi. So those are the two different types of mistakes. Make note of those two in your notes as well. Alright. There are 4 different things that constitute the knowledge of Tajweed. And the first one is knowing the articulation point. What was that again? Right, maharaj. Maharaj is articulation point. So the first one is knowledge of the point of articulation. The second one is knowing the sifat. Each and every single letter in the Quran in Arabic has its own characteristics, right? Its own way. So sometimes you're going to have letters that come from the same articulation point, but they won't have the same characteristics, so they're going to sound different. And we're going to get more into that in the next few videos. The third is the knowledge of the rules of Tajweed. So there are many different rules of Tajweed. Other than the articulation point and other than the sifat with the actual letter, when you are joining these words and reciting passages, you have different rules of Tajweed. So those are important to know. And the fourth, you're going to be exercising your tongue and your throat an awful lot. My teacher said to us, if you haven't been reciting Qur'an correctly, when you start practicing these maharaj and these rules of Tajweed, you're going to have a sore throat. It's kind of like when you start practicing to ride a bike, you're inevitably going to fall at some point, right? It's just all part of the process. So if you have been reciting it correctly, you're good to go, inshallah. If you need more help and you're going to keep practicing with me, and you might have a little bit of a sore throat. So alhamdulillah for everything. With every step that we take to try and get closer to Allah, to understand His words, to be able to recite them, memorize them, be the hufadh, be able to keep the hifth of the Qur'an. Hifth means protection. To be able to do all of that, we need to struggle. And Allah makes it easy for us. He promises. We take those steps, He makes it easy for us. So inshallah, by helping each other and doing this together, we'll be able to get there. And a little bit of inconvenience along the way is just going to add to our thawab, inshallah. Alright, so there are 17 of those articulation points, 17 of those sources of makharij, which we are going to go in detail. But to start off with, we divide them into 5 different groups. Alright, the 5 different groups are, the easiest one we're going to mention is the empty space in the mouth. Alright, so the empty space in the mouth and throat is called al-jawf. Al-jawf. Those are the makharij al-jawf. It's the empty space in the mouth and the throat. The second one is makharij al-halq. Makharij al-halq are the words that come from our throat. The letters that come from our throat. Makharij al-halq, right? The third one is makharij al-lisan. Lisan. Lisan in Arabic means tongue. I might be making faces during these videos and showing you my teeth because those are things that are used in articulating the Arabic language. The next one is the 2 lips, shafatan, shafatan, right? And the 5th one is the nasal passage, al-khayshum, al-khayshum. So those are the 5. We have al-jawf, which is the mouth and throat, just the open area of the mouth and throat. Then we have al-halq, which is the throat, the letters that emanate from within the throat. We have the tongue, al-lisan, lisan, the tongue, the 2 lips, shafatan, and the nasal passage, al-khayshum. I'm new to doing these videos, so I haven't quite figured out yet how I'm going to show you these pictures as I go along. However, the book that I will be following is actually the notes I found on SlideShare. They were the ones closest to what I have learned at my school here at Masjid ar-Rahman, and it is called, I found it on SlideShare, it's a free app. The name of it's called Tajweed, so if you look for it on SlideShare, you can find it under Tajweed. It is the one by Al-Mahdi Islamic Center, London, Ontario. That's the one that I'm using currently, and I'm going in order, so this will actually help you to find, you know, to be able to kind of keep with me with this course, and to be able to find some notes that you can kind of go along with, so you don't have to be writing as we're going through this, because it really is important to be able to pay attention to how the word sounds, how to pronounce it. Whenever I'm being taught in class, I'm always like just staring at my teacher and like, you know, taking notes as well. But there you have it. Hopefully this was a good first review. I'll try and keep it all at 10 minutes, keep them short and sweet. And inshallah tomorrow we will start with the maharaj al-halq. Remember, that is the maharaj. Oh, sorry. Let's start with maharaj al-jawf. Maharaj al-jawf, which is the one from the mouth. And we will practice each and every one of the letters that comes from there. And we will, for now, just do the articulation points. All right. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.